Get ready for the hottest 2 hours on TV as we come to you live on TNT. Welcome to WCW Monday Nitro, the superstars of World Championship Wrestling, tonight live from the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia. A capacity crowd on hand for what is, without a doubt, the hottest ticket. Boy, there's something new as we go outside. TNT Monday Nitro, that's a Hummer. A Hummer limousine, and members of the New World Order are here. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Miss Elizabeth, of course, there's 6. The Outsiders,
I love it.
Ted DiBiase, they're all here as they are making their arrival. There is Mr. Wall Street, looks like the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And would you look in the back, the highest ranking official of WCW, Eric Bischoff is here as well, Larry.
You can see what kind of colors they are. These guys got to pull up now. What is that, an armored tank?
Wait a minute, we have another limousine here. What do we have here? Another limousine is here, and
who's that?
Oh, there's a surprise. That's Dr. Harvey Schiller, the president of Turner Sports. He's arrived here as well tonight.
Wait a minute. He's way above Bischoff.
All right, we are ready to go. And let's go to the ring. WCW is number 1. Hey, the opening bout this week, and we have a tremendous program. Are you ready for this, Larry? Later on, our main event, tag team action, Lex Luger and the Giant against the Steiner Brothers.
Steiner Brothers, a couple of lucky individuals after what happened to them, but again, that just shows how tough the Steiner Brothers are, Tony. Talk about a couple of tough guys and 2 of the strong links holding together the Dungeon of Doom, Hugh Morris and Conan.
Hugh Morris and Conan, and what a group they have. To go up against this week as Jeff Jarrett and Steve Mongo McMichael will be together once again. And as we found out last week, and as we've known, these 2 are the only 2 members of the Horsemen who can wrestle right now, Larry Zbyszko.
And they're the only healthy ones, but we also saw last week, these guys don't get along very well. And even though the efforts of Ric Flair and Arn Anderson last week came out, we'll see if they can mold these 2 guys into a team.
I tell you, out of Super Brawl last Monday, as you know, we were in Sacramento. We ended our program with the man that we're going to see in our main event, the 2-man, Lex Luger and the Giant. And Luger stepped to the forefront, Larry, made that big challenge a week ago to the NWO. Now, of course, as we said this past weekend on all of our television programs, the WCW Executive Committee meeting on that challenge by Lex Luger. He is not a matchmaker. He cannot come up with the matches. But we all thought it was a good idea. The announcers did. I would love to see that match signed.
Well, I thought it was a good idea. Again, a man emerging who's got the guts and the intestinal fortitude to be a leader. He called the challenge. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the authority to back it up.
No doubt about it. A lot going on. There is a lot of people here. I mean, from everywhere. In the back tonight, we had wrestlers, we had executives of the WCW Executive Committee. Then we see Dr. Schiller come out, the president of Turner Sports. He's a member of the Turner Executive Committee. He is here with us as well. So this is a gala night for the superstars of World Championship Wrestling. A duck low, and Jeff Jarrett starts right out against Hugh Morris. This is really, as you said, Larry, classic Horseman against the Dungeon of Doom.
Well, it should be classic. Oh, that's a good one. Should be classic Horseman as long as Jarrett and Mongo can coexist together.
Well, last week they could not, but a very, very interesting point that Mongo brought up, that he will be the only one to hit Jeff Jarrett. He will watch his back from anyone from the outside. There's Hugh Morris with a running lariat.
Well, Hugh Morris got him, and again, here's a man, this guy, over 300 pounds, just very explosive. Great center of balance for a big man, and he's got Jarrett in trouble.
Hugh Morris at 300+ pounds. Mark Curtis is the referee to open it up. It's great to have you with us. We are live. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, will be with us as well. And as we said, the Steiner Brothers will be here for the first time in action since the horrible car wreck they were involved in. They are okay. They are back in action. They are as tough as nails, and they'll be up in our main event later on in the second hour.
Right there, Konnan showing his vicious nature there. Just very aggressive against Jarrett. They got him in the right ring positioning. Made a good tag, got Hugh Morris back in, and Jarrett's wobbly. And there are really annoying Steve McMichaels, but it's a good distraction. Look where the referee has to go. You've got to remain emotional, controlling yourself, and they double team.
Yeah, but the fact is that they continue now to attack McMichael verbally. Then by the time he gets in, if he gets in, he's going to be very tough to handle.
Well, then again, that's it. If you got to make a tag, what they were doing was pulling the referee out of position. Where's he going?
The big man's going to go up top. It's called no laughing matter, and Konnan was, Konnan's the man! A cross body by Hugh Morris. As Jeff Jarrett got out of the way, Jeff Jarrett makes that tag.
Well, here comes a steamed-in McMichael.
Mongo, the former All-Pro. Look at that power slam of a 300-plus pound man. And now he's got Konnan up, and he muscled him down. 3-point stance. From the scrimmage line, he took his knee right out. Again. Oh, he is so quick out of the 3-point stance.
Hey, it's Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, they're going for the briefcase. Public Enemy. Remember, they beat this duo last week, and they will face this duo at Uncensored.
Jarrett's yanking.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Clobbered him.
He knocked him right out.
Wait a minute. Now that was an accident.
That was an accident. That was an accident,
That was a heck of an accident.
I would hate to be around when McMichael wakes up. Oh, for crying out loud, that was unfortunate. And for Mongo and Jeff Jarrett, they are now 0 for 2 since Jarrett became a Horseman as a tag team. And they're 0 for 2 as they go in now to Uncensored.
Well, there's Arn Anderson and Ric Flair. Boy, they tried to hold these guys together, and it was working out pretty well until the Public Enemy. But look at right there, snatching that Halliburton away. Caught McMichael's right smack in the face. Oh, got him in the head and the face.
Oh, boy, you can see his head. He's injured. Steve Mongo McMichael, I'm not so sure if he is out or if he can get to his feet. But nonetheless, winners, Konnan and Hugh Morris of the Dungeon of Doom. And we're ready to go to the ring, and Gene Okerlund.
All right, Tony Schiavone, you've just seen a blast come up here. Jeff Jarrett, maybe there's some kind of explanation.
Listen.
We can have. What happened?
No, you talk to me, because I'm talking to you. I thought we left this kind of garbage on the West Coast last week. You're not that clumsy. You want to explain this one?
Yeah, I got some more to say. Listen, Anderson, don't come out here and start instigating. Because last week, I proved that I was a horseman. I proved that I was horseman material. The only reason I was outside the ring was to protect Deborah. Now, Rick knows as good as anybody.
Rick!
You know good as anybody. You know as good as anybody. You stood behind me from day one. You said I was the man. No, that was purely an accident, and you know it.
Well, you know what? You're making the Nature Boy look bad, pal.
There's got to be some.
We gave you a chair. Sit in it. Quit falling off it.
There's got to be some semblance of order.
What was that? I thought this was settled. I thought this had better been an accident. That's exactly what it was, Gene. Arn, that's exactly what it was. It was an accident.
Enough of this. I mean, sure, I got my way. I wanted Jeff Jarrett and 4 Horsemen. But I tell you, Rick, tonight it was a mistake. And Arn, it was a mistake tonight. And even Steve, he knows what happened tonight was a mistake. But I tell you, I think we're all just trying too hard. So we've got to pull together, because in 2 weeks, you and Steve have the Public Enemy. Exactly. And I am not going to be on a losing team.
Well, I ain't either. Gene, I can promise you, at Uncensored, not only am I going to prove to Public Enemy that they're down here and the Horsemen up here, but I'm going to prove to you two guys that the 4 Horsemen are way up here, and they're going to stay up here with Jeff Jarrett, a member.
All right, I thank you very much, gentlemen and ladies. There is a difference, Tony and Larry, between what I consider to be a mistake and intentional neglect. What did we see here tonight? Gentlemen, back to you.
And the problems continue to exist within the Horsemen. Coming back, DDP is back with us. Stay with us on TNT. Diamond Dallas Page is returning to action. And Larry, this is amazing. A week removed from the brutal attack he sustained at the hands of the NWO, and more specifically, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Last week, he left the arena on a gurney with EMTs around him.
Let's get real specific. Macho Man Savage. What a disappointment to manlyhood. Diamond Dallas carried on the stretcher, Tony, but this week the man's walking back out on his own power.
He is out on his own power. How about that? They ripped off those NWO shirts and they got the DDP shirts on underneath. Well, that's exactly what he has become. He has become a man who's become a bitter enemy to the NWO. Diamond Dallas Page, he'll face Rick Fuller in this matchup here on WCW Monday Night Raw. This has been, ever since the tickets went on sale in January, the hottest ticket in the city of Atlanta. Everyone is here. Capacity crowd in this venue that has been legendary for this great sport, Larry, as you know.
I've wrestled here for years. I've had some classic matches with names like Mr. Wrestling #2, and the list goes on. And classic building.
And great wrestling fans, no doubt about it, all over the state of Georgia, in the Carolinas, up from Florida, coming here tonight. And it's great to have you with us because later in this telecast, the team of Lex Luger and the Giant against the Steiner brothers. That is a big-time main event that we have in hour number 2. And Fuller sends DDP back. Fuller, a big guy. Oh, boy, that's a great backhand. And another knife-edge chop in the chest of Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah, Fuller is a big guy. You know, Diamond's about 6'5", so Fuller's, oh, he went down hard. Diamond got behind him.
That's a 10, says DDP, and he put him down with a belly-to-back suplex. Oh boy, and a jawbreaker by Fuller, and that was a great counter move.
Fuller snuck one in. Diamond Dallas hit a nice move, but boy, just delayed a few seconds. Gotta stay aggressive, especially if you give away the size. This guy Fuller has got to be over 6'6", 300-some pounds.
The chant of DDP.
I don't believe it, they're chanting DDP.
I tell you, for WCW fans, this man has become a leader in many ways. 1, 2, he's a rebel, I know, and maybe you don't like him, and maybe he's the type of guy to rip off a lady for $13+ million, but he's a fighter and a man who stands for what he believes. Here's a reversal in the ropes, and caught by Fuller. Spun him around!
He exploded, caught Fuller right underneath the chin. Okay, give yourself 10, but get back to him.
That's right.
And he delayed, and Fuller's a big guy.
Scoop slam up. Diamond Dallas got him. The Diamond Cutter on him.
Slipped it in nice from an awkward position, too.
That's what makes that move so dangerous. Mickey J counts 1, 2, and 3. They don't get up from that. Diamond Cutter.
But Diamond Dallas spends hours a day studying video. Every day he's working out inside that ring. This man has perfected a unique hold, but also, like you said, Tony, 1,000 different ways to put it on. And of course, we know how he feels about Macho Man. Right here, he's got the power to pick up Big Fuller. Dumped him right there in the back of his head. That softened up the big man. But watch this right here. Watch how he slips. He's got the neck hooked on the way down. Fuller's off balance. Diamond twists it, and that's awkward, but he made it look easy, and it was good. That was a 10.
That was a 10 in many ways. The winner of the match again, and that's quite a rebound based on the attack last week from the Macho Man Randy Savage. Quite a rebound for Diamond Dallas Page. He's your winner, and in the ring right now with him and Gene Okerlund.
Tony, I thank you very much. You did see the signal from this capacity crowd here for the Diamond. They called for it, and that's exactly what they got. But Diamond Dallas Page, before we do anything, I want to take you back, and you can look right here at what happened last week on this very television program. All of us thinking the Macho Man Randy Savage, well, we didn't know exactly where he was coming from, but we found out in a big hurry.
Well, it's obvious I can't even call him Macho. Savage now.
Up from behind and nailing you, you are down on the canvas, and all of a sudden, yeah, they're big men. Hall, Nash, Savage, all members of the NWO. But take a look at this. This is unbelievable. They actually painted your back, NWO, and then the Macho Man Randy Savage, big man with you out, decides to go up to the top of the ring post and give you that devastating elbow slam. Take a look at it right here. That's the drop that did it all. Dallas Page, your thoughts on what's happened not only tonight but over the past few weeks? I can sense that this crowd and people all over the world are getting behind you.
They know. They know who the real deal is. Like I said before, watching that video, obviously Macho snapped. Savage snapped.
He's had his mind poisoned.
If you're that much of a savage, snap in to this.
Well, it's been a little bit of a loose cannon to be around. You can just feel the energy, I guess, coming from the body of Diamond Dallas Page. Randy Savage, I've got a feeling that sooner or later you are going to pay for your sins. It's Monday Nitro. We've got a capacity crowd in Atlanta, and Tony, it's like the good old days. You gotta love it. This is something else.
The action of World Championship Wrestling continues live on Nitro from Atlanta, Georgia, as we see two top cruiserweights in the world, Rey Mendoza Jr. and Juventud Guerrera.
Have you got Medusa on your mind? A kind of Freudian slip there.
Well, not really.
Of course you don't.
And Rey Mendoza picks him over. We have seen some of the greatest wrestling action in the world from these cruiserweights that have come here from Mexico. And the cruiserweight division, I know I say it each and every week, it's really ultra competitive, even though Six is the cruiserweight champion right now.
Well, that's a disgusting thought, but it is a very exciting weight category. These guys find it hard to compete with the super heavyweights, but in their own class, I mean, just talk about like high-risk maneuvers. I mean, these guys are tremendous athletes with the feats that they can perform. Look at Juventud Guerrera here.
Takes him over, a head scissor takeover and a short drop kick. It sent Rey Mendoza on the outside. Here comes Guerrera.
Right through him. Oh.
Kind of like almost like a baseball slide drop kick. Oh my goodness. That was shades of Lord Steven Regal, what he did to Rey Mysterio Jr. Oh boy, over the top to help Prince Iaukea retain the title back at Super Brawl.
Yeah, boy, if you delay us, 1 or 2 seconds around a cruiserweight, you're in trouble. These guys are speedy.
Scott Dickinson is your referee in this bout. Still to come, Luger and the Giant together against the return of the Steiner brothers, 4 of the greatest athletes ever in WCW in one ring together. Here's a cover by Mendoza, and we get a 2 count.
Moving kind of slow there. You got to stay on Juventud. Juventud, almost like a Rey Mysterio Jr. I mean, a small man, but slippery and very quick. If you don't act fast, you're going to lose him.
It amazes me how they can just keep the tempo up sometimes, Larry. I mean, this division is so quick, so many high-risk maneuvers. You really have to be in superb condition. It amazes me they can keep the pace up.
One of the greatest athletes in the world as a professional wrestler.
The big leg drop from the springboard off the top. Cover 1, 2, and Mendoza kicks away in 2.
Just couldn't cradle him up. Just not enough power there.
Snapmare takeover into a front face lock now. And you're taking a look at Juventud Guerrera, one of the great cruiserweights, and of course the masked man. We've seen so many of the elaborate, the beautiful mask that they wear from Mexico, a part of the culture and heritage of the sport in that country. And there's a forearm shot. And now Mendoza, Mendoza held his own that time. Sent the man in, missed a lariat, missed a back elbow, and up and over the top. Down he goes.
He's hooked him.
1,
the one leg over, tried to hook that second ankle and bring it over, just couldn't get it, and they didn't have enough weight to hold Mendoza Jr. down.
Yeah.
Hey, uh-oh.
Is that a disqualification? He was over. Well, I'm not so sure.
I don't hear bells, but I think Mendoza Jr. does.
Now there you see Juventud. I've never seen a suicide dive from one apron of the ring through the ropes, through 2 sets of ropes to the floor on the opposite side.
Just turned himself into an arrow.
That was a spectacular suicide dive from Juventud.
Guys are kind of like Evel Knievel without the motorcycle.
Yeah, and with the mask on. And stomping down the shoulder. Big chop. He's up on top. He's got the top. He's caught him. He brings him in. Guerrera almost actually hurt himself as well.
You know, I used to do it the old-fashioned way, just grab him by the tights in the hair and throw him in. These guys, they take such high risk to bring a man in, but like you said, they hurt themselves. And then when they start panicking once they hurt themselves, and they make mistakes like this. Now they're both going up.
They're both going up. They live in the top rope. That's exactly what happened. Up they go now. Mendoza is up on the top rope. Guerrera going up with him.
I don't know who's got who hooked.
His name means young warrior. Translated in English, and this young warrior, boy, I tell you, I don't know who's going to execute this, but the man, one person's going to get hurt.
Well, Mendoza's trying to almost suplex him outside the ring. Looks like Guerrera got out of it. And
Mendoza falls right off the top rope on that. Now, Juventud going up top.
Not as quick as he should be, though.
No, but well, I mean, think of how much he's taken already.
2.5.
2.5, 1, 2, 3. And I really think the move right before that was what put the man out. And Juventud Guerrera will get the win here on WCW Monday Nitro. And as we go to the replay, it's going to be our Castro torture test of the week, Larry Zbyszko.
That's torture for you. Wrestle like these guys here, because, boy, you take an x-ray, these guys have got to look beat up. Amazing athletes, Tony, and the high risk they take just simply amaze me. But watch Juventud right here. He just turned himself into an arrow and shot through the corner. That's a move Rey Mendoza Jr. didn't expect. And look at that 2.5 gainers right across the knee.
Your winner, Juventud Guerrera, and the torture test of the week brought to you by Castrol, motor oil that stands up to the most torturous conditions. Here on WCW Monday Nitro.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Hey, Six, man, you looking like $1 million.
You know it, man.
Styling, man, in black denim. Hey, it's personally embroidered by the NWO. I dig that the most.
Get your NWO denim jacket for just $80. Just call 1-800-NWO-0242.
Hey, you can be styling too. Got it? Get it.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's great to have Hammered Hank with us. The greatest home run hitter of all time. 755 of them, Larry. And, of course, a big part
is my drives.
A big part, of course, of the Atlanta Braves and in the front office with the National League champion Braves. Great to have him with us. A big supporter of World Championship Wrestling through the years. And great to have you with us, fans, wherever you are. All around the world enjoying WCW Monday Nitro. Let me say this. When I look to my right and I see Jimmy Hart coming, you know, that doesn't surprise me. But when I see Kevin Sullivan and Jacqueline appear, I mean, we know how tough Sullivan is, but this lady Jacqueline has to be one of the toughest individuals we have ever seen, male or female.
Yeah, talk about a Wolverine. She's someone I wouldn't want to get angry at me, but you moved quicker than Rey Mysterio Jr. right there. You just vaulted off this.
Believe you me, I mean, the wrestling fans around the world have been seeing what she has been doing to men at ringside and even in the ring. So yeah, I'm going to move quickly. And she came out here and challenged the men of WCW. This lady is tough. Mike Enos has made his way to the ring, and here, look at the eyes of the former Cruiserweight champion, the Iceman Dean Malenko, Larry.
When you see the eyes of Malenko, talk about a man obsessed with Eddie Guerrero, and maybe he should be focusing more on Enos. Took advantage of him, and that's not like Dean Malenko to walk into a situation and get cut off guard like that.
As you know, but oh, look at this.
Take him on the mat.
He
Dean.
took him down, and Dean Malenko now pounding away on Mike Enos. This is a brand new Dean Malenko, one we've never seen. Forget about the Iceman. Forget about Mr. No Emotion. He is full of emotion now, and like we said, I know he cannot wait for Uncensored when he and Eddie Guerrero collide for the U.S. title. No disqualification.
Look at Malenko snap. I've never seen him out of control like this, and that's one characteristic I always liked about Dean was he never lost control, but he's like a maniac in there.
You hear Mickey J say, get him off the ropes. Fans, like we said, so much action out here, but a lot going on in the back locker room areas. You can log on to WCWWrestling.com on the internet. And, of course, you can right now chat with many of the superstars who are here in attendance. So make sure if you are into cyberspace, log on to wrestling's hottest website, WCWWrestling.com.
If you're in outer space, you can talk to Enos.
That's right. There's our address.
Well, look at Malenko. He's going out after him. This is the most emotion I've seen out of Malenko in years. He snapped.
I
know he hates Guerrero.
They have always had a very bitter rivalry, but not anything like we are seeing right now. And as we saw this past weekend on WCW Saturday Night, Eddie very distraught. He did not go out there to cause Malenko to lose. He went out to make sure that Syxx did not steal the belt.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what Malenko believes.
Well, he's wrong.
Well, tell Enos that.
That's right.
See, right now, this is getting vicious. Malenko, I tell you, basically and personally, I like it. I like to see Malenko with some emotion behind all that knowledge and get aggressive, attack the knees, get the big men down. But don't run into one.
Enos, boy, he rebounded quickly from that. Enos.
Well, that's the mistake you make when you do lose your cool. You've got to lose your cool with control.
You can see that was a desperation move because his knee is still bothering him. He could barely stand up after executing that release suplex over the top. And now Malenko once again to the attack.
Yeah, he's got him where he wants him to. This is where Malenko's the master, Tony, on the mat. What's Enos gonna say?
I tell you, Enos is shaking his head no, and I guess all that's left for Dean Malenko is that Texas Cloverleaf.
Yeah, easy way to hyperextend the knee. I think Malenko had it, but Enos made it to the bottom rope in time. Malenko's stalking him.
He is focused on one part of the body, and I tell you, we have never really seen Dean Malenko like this. Last week he choked the Ultimo Dragon and got disqualified. But he has really contained his rage and focused his rage on one part of the body. And even though he is mad, it's been a pretty darn good, sound strategy here, Larry.
It's been okay. He's only left one opening, and Enos tried to take advantage of it, but he's not 100%. Look at right there. Enos couldn't move quick enough. Malenko's on him. Malenko's up. Malenko's on top.
And Enos rolled him over. What a move. It's 1-2 and almost got a pinfall.
Whoa.
How about that?
I thought Malenko had him. That's how quickly he can turn the tide, and Enos got one in.
That's a great standing lariat by Mike Enos. And Enos, as you can see, can barely get to his feet, but he ignores the pain enough to miss a head dive.
Yeah, almost a shot in the dark there. That was one pulling for a straw on the part of Enos, and against Malenko, you just can't do that.
To the midsection now. Dean Malenko repeated kicks to the gut, and he looked at the referee. Oh my goodness, and Enos took advantage of that one, Larry.
I tell you, Malenko's a lot more aggressive, but I've never seen Dean leave so many openings before, and he's hooked. He rolled him up, he rolled him over.
Got a two and got a three.
Got him.
Didn't even need to use the Texas Cloverleaf to get the win. Dean Malenko showing us once again why he is the man of 1,000 holds. He can put it on from anywhere.
And you know what? He psyched him out. It was a great move of human chest right there. Malenko just caught Enos off guard. Enos did not expect that small package. And again, on the mat, Malenko is one of the best.
Dean Malenko is your winner in this bout here on WCW Monday Nitro. From a capacity crowd live at the Omni. And he's got the microphone.
I hope you were paying attention. That's just a little bit of what the new and improved Dean Malenko is about. Yes, I'm a great wrestler. Yes, a great Mac technician. But there's one thing that I'm gonna excel at, and that is running through and beating you, Eddie Guerrero, and anybody else who wants to step in my way. Eddie, last week, you just had a little taste that two can play the same game. I'm waiting, ready, and able to kick you all around this ring.
That's from the Iceman, Dean Malenko, and fans, Eddie Guerrero is here, and he will be in action tonight, as well as Rey Mysterio Jr., and don't forget the Giant and Luger in Hour 2 in our main event against the return of the Steiner Brothers. Stay with us live on TNT. It's 2 hours of the greatest WCW superstars anywhere on WCW Saturday night on Superstation TBS. This coming Saturday at 6:05. You're going to see Lex Luger, Diamond Dallas Page, Prince Iaukea, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and many others. And I'll be joined by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, this Saturday at 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time, and only on TBS, the Superstation, as we now take you to Mean Gene Okerlund.
Tony Schiavone, I thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not relishing this particular moment. As a matter of fact, personally, there is some regret in my mind as I introduce to you, Atlanta, and the entire world tonight on Nitro, the man who is a big part of the New World Order, Eric Bischoff.
They sure could. Mr. Ego. When's the last time you heard all these boos in the Omni, Larry?
It's been a long time, but I'm telling you, when success spoils somebody and their head gets too big for their neck, that's what happens.
Eric Bischoff, Mr. Bischoff. I guess I should probably refer to you. Of course, I do work with you. There's no secret about that. Your sense of what's happening right now, especially in light of what's happened over the past 7 days.
Well, first of all, let me say thank you to Lex Luger. Although he's not authorized to issue any kind of a challenge on behalf of WCW, I, however, can. And I can accept. I am the most powerful man in this industry.
Yeah, we know
and
that.
the NWO would love to step into the ring in Uncensored and put it all up. Our belts against WCW's future, because after all, everybody here in Atlanta knows, everybody around the country knows, that if it wasn't for Eric Bischoff and the NWO and the most powerful force on the universe, Hollywood Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, you people wouldn't be here. You owe it. You owe a debt of gratitude.
Oh, my.
And you're welcome.
You can hear how much they love you. They absolutely are on their feet cheering for you here tonight.
They absolutely are, because they know. They know that if it wasn't for Eric Bischoff, thank you very much.
We got trouble.
Thank you
Or-
very much.
Someone's got trouble.
We don't
You're
have the
welcome.
trouble.
Each and every one of you are welcome from the bottom of my heart.
Excuse me.
Hey, Eric.
Dr. Schiller. Good to see you, sir.
We need to talk.
What do we need to talk?
Wait a minute. This is the president of Turner Sports. He's your boss.
I know
This
who
is
he is.
Dr. Harvey Schiller. This cannot bode well for you.
Well, the good doctor's bringing down the house.
Think just because you have a contract that you have total control of World Championship Wrestling?
Well, it's my understanding, according to that agreement, that I'm executive vice president and I run WCW, yes.
You think just because you have a contract, you can file referees anytime you want?
Well,
Yeah. That's a good point.
there were extenuating circumstances, Mr. Schiller. Really,
Dr. Schiller.
Dr. Schiller, you know that. I'm doing the best that I can.
You think just because you have a contract, you can break the rules of professional wrestling, that you can take titles away from people at will?
What about that? Excuse me.
My understanding, Harvey, is that, yes, I can.
Well, you may have a contract, but as of right now, you're suspended.
Bischoff got it! Bischoff got it!
It happened.
What do you mean it can't happen? It has happened.
Oh, really? Seriously? All kidding aside.
Not
This
kidding!
is it.
We're not kidding. You have no more financial responsibilities. You can sign no more contracts.
But, wait a minute.
Let's see you backtrack on this, Bischoff.
I think we just need to talk a little bit more about this.
I don't even want to know that you're answering a telephone.
Wait a minute. You
Take
like
his
to dance on the
credit
phone?
card!
I think you're taking this a little too far. With all due respect, Dr. Schiller, you may be taking this just a little too far.
I don't want to even know that there was a rumor that you're in a men's room at a WCW event.
I like that. I like that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Did he just get the boot?
I have attorneys.
He got
Hold it,
suspended.
Wait a minute. Dr. Schiller, what floor is your office on?
Hey!
What?
Atlanta,
can't believe-
Georgia!
Ladies and gentlemen, the rough has come down on this one tonight. Stay tuned for Nitro when we return.
And Eric Bischoff is gone with the wind!
We have just witnessed one of the biggest moments in WCW of 1997. Eric Bischoff has been suspended. And I mean, he has had the power taken away from him by Dr. Harvey Schiller.
I could hardly keep from laughing myself. Another crack in the foundation of the New World Order, Tony, and it's a big one.
Incredible. We were witness to what happened. We saw Dr. Schiller, the president of Turner Sports, arrive unexpectedly, and I mean, he laid it on the line, Larry Zbyszko.
Bischoff can't even use the men's rooms.
Not on the 12th floor he can't, but I know a couple of restrooms on the bottom floor of the CNN Center that he can use as he walks out.
Yeah, him and Macho Man and Hollywood.
Oh.
Gee, see what kind of stroke they got now around here.
How about it? Things are turning for the better for World Championship Wrestling. Hallelujah!
Look at my face. Do I look happy?
We're excited, fans.
This is better than a hole-in-one. Unless it's a free car.
That's what it's all about. Larry Zbyszko is speechless.
No, I'm not speechless. I'm just happy.
Well, you're happy to stay quiet, Malenko.
Hey, here's someone that's not speechless. Talk about Eddie Guerrero. You can hear him mumbling Malenko's name. And again, boy, talk about the animosity between two guys. But Eddie's getting in the ring with who I think is right there, the #1 contender, Ultimate Dragon.
You know, and really, we're just going to have to sit and take all this in and really wait. Look at the face of Eddie, if you will. Wait to see the ramifications of what we've just seen. Does that mean Randy Anderson gets his job back? Jimmy Jett gets his job back? Does that mean Lex and the Giant get the World Tag Team titles? Or does that mean the Steiners get them back at the NWO sold out?
Well, I don't know what legalities, they can reverse or undo. I don't know anything about that. But I do have a feeling it means you could pop Bischoff in the mouth and not get fired.
Well, what are you thinking of?
Nothing.
Would you stop? A front face lock and a snapmare takeover. That literally brought the house down. I mean, people were standing almost as if it was a toe-to-toe fight. You know, when fans come to their feet.
I know Hank hit 2 more home runs.
Incredible electricity when Dr. Harvey Schiller walked out. In a moment in our sports history that we will never, ever forget. Eddie Guerrero and the former Cruiserweight champ, Ultimo Dragon, former J-Crown champion. And Eddie came in with a lot of determination on his face. You know, I wonder, we saw Hogan get out of that Humvee/limousine earlier.
The tank?
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to hear from Hollywood Hogan in this program and a little bit of response to what we have seen.
Well, from my experience right now, you can believe me, the whole NWO is running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. They are in a panic right now. I'm sure they'll have something to say, but I don't think right now they know what to say. I think they're in shock.
Over the top, now they're going to have to win their battles in the ring instead of in the front office. Exactly.
Whoa, whoa.
To use another cliche, the worm has turned tonight. Eddie Guerrero, the great takeover of Ultimo Dragon. Oh, this is wonderful. Through the ropes and to the far side.
Yeah, I think Eddie's got the same syndrome.
Sonny Ono.
I think Eddie's got the same problem Malenko has there. They're so focused on each other that they're not worrying about their opponents, and Eddie better focus on the Dragon right here.
That is a great point. There's a back elbow, or an elbow in the back of the head, that is, and now sending the Ultimo Dragon near side. Eddie, oh, he landed on his feet, so agile. And now the Ultimo Dragon has repeated kicks. And a back kick to take Eddie down. That was in the sternum. Almost like a football kick right there from the tee.
Oh, they kick it right behind the lungs and just knock the wind right out of you.
Sending Eddie to the far side. Eddie flipped over the top. Jumping spin wheel kick.
He popped up too quick. He still gets up, but
cartwheel into a crossbody. Eddie over. One, he's got the ropes. 2, 3, and Eddie wins it, and he was in the ropes.
Oh, wait a minute, the momentum took him over, but the Ultimo Dragon was in the ropes. That's what Sonny Ono's jumping up to complain about, and he's in the right.
I'm not so sure Eddie is pleased with that win, but it is one nonetheless. Feet were in the ropes. Eddie gets the win. He is still the U.S. champ, and now...
It's empty.
Yeah, we saw
Hold on the rope. You did it.
Take your complaints to Dr. Harvey Schiller, please.
Yeah, you'll... Unless they find Bischoff down in the men's room somewhere.
Well, no. All right, we're going to be going to Gene Okerlund in the ring. Gene, take it away. What a night,
All right,
Gene.
Tony, everything that's happened here tonight got a lot of us shook up, but some good things are happening. Eddie Guerrero, very quickly. We've heard the comments of Dean Malenko. He blames you single-handedly for him not being United States champ.
You know, Dean Malenko, everybody knows that my intentions were good, but unfortunately, the situation turned out sour. Now, I've tried to clear up the water, and I've tried to apologize.
He's not accepting.
But judging from Monday night's interview and tonight, my apology has not been accepted. And I'm getting sick and tired of you not accepting it, bud. And I'm getting sick and tired of you blaming me for your attitude.
Dean Malenko, you and Eddie are going to be facing each other inside 2 weeks. The big pay-per-view, the United States title is going to be on the line. Gentlemen, please, not here. Save it for a week from
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to stand back here and let you give these people a snow job about how the great Eddie Guerrero is this, Eddie Guerrero is that. I know what you're about. I know you're too
What am I about? You tell me, what am I about?
I'm going to tell you, we've been up and down the roads together for many years, and I respected you. You lost my respect.
How did I lose your respect? Huh?
Ladies and gentlemen are going at it nose to nose. I don't want to get involved with it. Please, not here. Tony, let's take it back to you.
Gene, I tell you, the fans want to see it between these two explosive athletes, and they're going to see it when there's no disqualification in less than 2 weeks at Uncensored. We're rocking and rolling in the Omni. Come on back with us on Nitro. Let the celebration continue because we are off and running with the second hour of WCW Monday Nitro live from the Omni in Atlanta. The hottest hour on television is underway. And you know, I say let the celebration continue because if you just joined us, boy, did you miss a lot. In the first hour, Eric Bischoff was suspended, basically relieved of his duties by Dr. Harvey Schiller, president of Turner Sports. Mike Tenay, you're smiling.
Absolutely, Tony. For months, we've been analyzing the New World Order's hostile takeover. The question has been, who within the ranks of World Championship Wrestling can control Eric Bischoff? Well, tonight we received the answer in the form of Dr. Harvey Schiller. Justice was delivered for the Randy Andersons of this world. It's a proud night to be associated with World Championship Wrestling.
How about it, Brain?
Well, now, tomorrow morning, if you want, you can probably go down with Randy Anderson and Jimmy Jett and the other people that Eric Bischoff fired and see Eric Bischoff. He's the one standing in line right with him for the unemployment check. My hat goes off to you, Dr. Harvey Schiller.
Here's what happened not too long ago live on this program.
You think just because you have a contract, you can break the rules of professional wrestling, that you can take titles away from people at will?
What about that? Excuse me.
My understanding, Harvey, is that, yes, I can.
Well, you may have a contract, but as of right now, you're suspended.
Bischoff got it! Bischoff got it!
It happened. What do you mean it can't happen? It has happened.
Oh, really? Seriously? All kidding aside.
It's not kidding!
This is it.
We're not kidding. You have no more financial responsibilities. You can sign no more contracts.
But, wait a minute.
Let's see you backtrack on this, Bischoff.
I think we just need to talk a little bit more about this.
Seriously. I don't even want to know that you're answering a telephone.
Hey, wait a minute. You
Take his credit card!
I think you're taking this a little too far. With all due respect, Dr. Schiller, you may be taking this just a little too far.
I don't want to even know that there was a rumor that you're in a men's room at a WCW event.
I like that. I like that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Did he just get the boot?
I have attorneys.
He got
Hold it,
suspended.
Wait a minute. Dr. Schiller, what floor is your...
How about that, guys? You saw it and you relived it.
And they are rejoicing in the WCW locker room.
They are rejoicing in many places all over the world.
Well, you know, Tony, it's very simple. WCW is a very, very strong wrestling organization. And with TNT and TBS, Bischoff just ran out of room. We gave him enough rope and he hung himself. Exactly what happened.
And I've said this before, and I knew the New World Order was here, as you see Mr. Wall Street coming out.
And don't think right now all the people in the NWO aren't back there talking, aren't back there putting their heads together.
Plotting.
Plotting, yes. Very, very tricky people. So tricky.
Plotting is right. It's been nothing but manipulations, backstabbings going on. And boy, oh boy, has this a profound impact on what is going on in our sport, and you witnessed it live. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in this second hour, as we said, two teams who both should be World Tag Team Champions right now. The Steiners, Lex Luger and the Giant, four of the greatest superstars in World Championship Wrestling, will battle later on. What a magnificent main event that's going to be, Mike.
Well, so much intrigue involved in that kind of a matchup. You have the Steiner brothers who've been together for years. On the opposite side of the ring, you have Luger and the Giant, two men with incredible momentum, but not much experience as a tag team.
And how are the Steiners doing?
Well, the Steiners, we understand, are 100%.
You know, that wasn't a wreck they were in. That's just the way they parked their cars.
That was a wreck they were in. Are you?
No, that's the way they park.
You're silly or something.
They've lost more jobs at valet parking that way than anybody I know.
They had their seatbelts on, of course, and thank goodness they were not at high speeds. Airbags.
Yes, they are.
Stop. Up on top, Scotty Riggs and Mr. Wall Street going at it here. It's great. It feels great to call an NWO match right now, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Scotty Riggs, Tony, is trying to forge his own identity after the split up of the American males. Marcus Bagwell has moved into a prominent international role with the New World Order, and Scotty Riggs, he is determined to get back on top in World Championship Wrestling.
The double axe handle, cover, 1, 2, And got a 2 count out of that.
You know, the opinion I always had is Scotty Riggs kind of went off of Buff's coattails. You know, he was kind of hanging around just because all the focus was on Marcus Bagwell.
Down goes Riggs, down to the floor.
That's the impression I got of the guy. He's kind of tagged along.
Well, Bagwell, Scott Norton, and Masachono recently took the Orient by storm. New Japan Pro Wrestling versus the NWO is the hot wrestling topic in the Japanese media, and the New World Order is set to return to Japan later this month.
Yeah, maybe with Eric flying and coach. Head first now.
He may be on the hound. It's going to be rough out of L.A.
And here comes Scotty Riggs. You talking about forging his own identity. The way to do it is to give that never say die attitude in the ring, and we know Scotty Riggs really well. He's a great young man. He got a lot of charisma, a lot of ability, and a great attitude. And I'm receiving now some information from the back. Let me.
What?
We understand that Dr. Schiller and the WCW Executive Committee are reviewing documents, letters, and contracts that Eric Bischoff handled. And of course, we know, if fans have been following our program, the Executive Committee is allowing, we understand, and boy, this is a big one, they're allowing the match between World Championship Wrestling and the NWO to take place at Uncensored. You know what Lou was talking about last week? That match basically is made, but here's something. The Executive Committee is inviting the man affected by the NWO the most. That man is Rowdy Roddy Piper. The Executive Committee, there's a 2 count, inviting him to get a team together and be a part of this mega event at Uncensored as well.
Well, that's great, because Rowdy Roddy Piper certainly deserves a spot in this high profile of a matchup. He is the man who has defeated Hulk Hogan on 2 occasions, in my opinion.
And knowing Savage is involved now with the NWO, Piper would have loved nothing better than to get his hands on either Hogan, Savage, or anybody in the NWO.
Well, this is incredible news. I mean,
and Tony, it's uncensored.
It is, and that means anything goes. Luger came out here a week ago, said best man against best man for all the titles. We wanted it signed, we wanted it handled, we weren't sure. Then Eric gets suspended, and immediately Dr. Schiller, along with the WCW Executive Committee, goes to work. The match will take place, but now they're inviting Piper to get a team as well to make it a 3-team affair.
Well, with an event like Uncensored, I'm going to be surprised if Rowdy Roddy Piper does not accept that invitation. This is an event that's right up his alley.
Right up his alley. I'll be surprised if Piper don't go it alone. You know how his frame of mind is right now. He could get in there with any member of the NWO right now.
Of course he could, but I know Piper, you know Piper. He's a very intelligent wrestler. He'll get himself a team, I'm sure. If he accepts, and remember the last time we thought, yeah, he'll accept, he said no. And that was not that long ago. So he's very unpredictable, and that was a great missile drop kick from Scotty Riggs.
I think the circumstances are a little different this time, and I think Piper may have something to prove. When are we going to hear from Rowdy Roddy Piper?
1, 2, got a 2 count that time. That's the question.
Piper's always been a man of mystery, and he always does things on his own schedule, on his own time frame.
There's a forearm shot, and down goes.
There's Buff.
Wall Street and Buff Bagwell of the NWO in.
Former tag team partner Scotty Riggs.
And he is hammering away at Riggs and choking Riggs now.
Relentless assault on the former World Tag Team Champion partner of Marcus Bagwell, Buff Bagwell.
Into the ropes and down low and on the outside, Riggs 1 step ahead. That's the smartest thing he could have done. So the NWO does a little posturing, but the big time posturing has been done in the front office. Yeah, get a chair.
Do what you have to do.
You're not kidding.
Here we go. Look out, Buff.
Don't wait. Don't wait.
Now, Riggs should have come in and just started wailing with the chair.
Don't show it to the fans. They know what's going on. Hit it. Fans, wait a second. We have just received word that Rowdy Roddy Piper has arrived.
That's why.
To the Omni, and he is here tonight.
Piper's in the building.
Piper's in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if he'll come out.
We gotta go here for popcorn, stupid.
We gotta go to a break. Come on back with us. Hey, he's here. right? Yes! It's the program you cannot miss a minute of. It's Nitro, and as always, we send it on the road on behalf of 1-800-COLLECT with our good friend Lee Marshall. Hello, Lee.
Hey, Tony, how you doing? I'm sitting here in the country's largest nightclub. It's Club La Vila in Panama Beach. The Nitro Party people here, we've got a couple of things on our mind. Of course, spring break. The big buzz at the beach is what's coming a week from tonight. That's when WCW Monday Nitro comes to Panama City Beach. I can tell you fans already coming from Pensacola, Tallahassee, some people from Alabama already getting their Nitro tickets. I suggest you do the very same thing. Just stop by the Club La Vila. They're going to take care of you. Awesome fun. Monday Nitro and spring break on the same night. Now that brings up a very delicate subject. I guess there's just no politically correct way to say this. The people at Club La Vila actually circulated a petition despite the fact it's spring break. They've determined that Bobby Heenan is not allowed to wear a thong. A frightening thought. A little too much weasel and not quite enough material. Surf's up there, Weasel Man. That is your 1-800-COLLECT road report from spring break at the Club La Vila in Panama City, Florida. I'm Lee Marshall for 1-800-COLLECT.
And what a unique event it's going to be next week at Club La Vila.
What he doesn't tell you is he works part-time at the Club Big Mouth.
Oh, my goodness. The snare drum and the bagpipes.
You know what that means?
He is here. Yes!
The Roadie One is live. If you want to call that 11.
Well, I don't think we need to wait long to get an answer.
What kind of a shirt does he have on?
Well, I'm not sure, but...
Not NWO.
No, it's not. If you just joined us, the WCW Executive Committee, along with Dr. Harvey Schiller, who suspended Eric Bischoff, has given him a chance to bring a team into Uncensored in the main event to make it a three-teamed affair.
Two times. There's one problem Hulk Hogan does not have, and that is insomnia. 2 times, Hogan, we meet. 2 times, you sleep. But I do gotta admit, Savage coming in there was a wee bit of a surprise for me. I heard right now more than a piece of roadkill. And I think to myself, you know, they cloned 2 monkeys. One name's Hall, one name's Nash. Everybody's talking like they're afraid of the NWO. I'll tell you something. I got one family, lives on a mountain, Portland, Oregon. I got another family, and that's you folks. All my life you've been raising me.
Wow.
Last time when I was going to the hospital and they were strapping me down, I was rambling and I said, "Warnoa wata baitawa." And I'll give you the translation of that. That means we're not home till the battle's over. If you notice, as Hogan walks in the building, hair is rapidly falling out, what he's got left. That's because the war is about to begin.
Here we go.
I am going to make a 3rd family, but I'm not going to contrive a family. I'm not going to contrive a kin. They got 6 guys back there right now. I must be nuts. You know that time in Alcatraz, all I did was talk to El Capone and get bird poop put on my shoulder. I'm going to take these 6 guys on,
one at a time.
Whoa, like tonight?
Who knows?
And I will let you decide who's gonna be my kin, who's gonna be my third family by either giving it the thumbs up or the thumbs down. You know what ICON stands for? I cower over nothing. So I got no more to say. 6 guys. I must be an idiot, man.
Well, apparently has he accepted the invitation?
Hello, McFly! Hello, McFly!
He's accepting this invitation, apparently, gentlemen, and is picking his team, and he's going to have a tryouts right here.
Who knows what that man's up to?
All right, boys. Bring them on down.
He's got 6 men, and he's going to give them an opportunity tonight to be on his team for Uncensored.
Who could these 6 be?
I have no idea who that is.
Big guy.
Boy, he sure is. What a test. What a test this is going to be.
He's going to try these guys on for size and see what they got?
Yes. The guy went for the leg of Piper, and you are witnessing another first in our sport.
This is unprecedented.
You're seeing Roddy Piper's tryouts here. He is wrestling individuals. And, well, he's got the arm behind him.
He's got them all tied up.
Boy, it's almost like what, he's got like a chicken wing on, and
hammerlock variation almost.
Did the man give up?
I guess he did. Piper's backing
up. Up
off.
or down? The fans say thumbs down. All right, so there's one.
He tapped out.
Well, you're not kidding.
He was intimidated from the get-go.
One individual, and he's 0 for 1. I mean, these are guys literally coming out of the woodwork here.
You know, usually on the highway here, they got a bunch of guys in these white uniforms.
You know, I said, you know, we were seeing some odd individuals. Boy, this is a big guy.
Now, Piper likes that. He'll like you to have a little spunk.
And the guy is, boy, the guy is solid. Wow. How about those knees? And a big left hand. I don't know who this guy is, but he's taking the fight right to Piper. And Piper absorbing everything he has. The chant of Roddy. Piper's got the sleeper on him.
Good night.
He's got that sleeper, and I hope Hogan's watching.
Take Somonix tonight, you creep, and sleep. He's out. He's out.
All right, thumbs up or thumbs down. Up or down.
Get the alarm clock out. Leave a wake-up call.
We've got another thumbs down, and we'll wake him up another day. Well,
that's 2 down.
That's 2 down of the 6 that Piper said were back there. And this poor guy needs some help. Yeah, here comes another one. This is really
bizarre.
Bizarre, yeah, thank you.
Bizarre.
Thank you for that word. Thank you, Brain.
Don't mention it. What is this?
Some guy with boxing gloves just decked one. Huh. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No.
This is going to be a Nitro that's remembered for years.
Don't leave the set. This is the 3rd one. 4th one, right?
Does Piper have gloves?
I guess it's the 4th one because the 3rd one was KO'd from behind. Piper's got gloves on.
He used to box.
Yes, he
did. He puts those gloves on. I saw him knock Mr. T all the way across the ring one time.
There are smaller gloves, as you can see, less padding on them than his opponent. And we've got a boxing match going on here.
And Piper's getting pummeled.
Yeah, he's getting pummeled, but look at him in the corner. He pushes out, and Piper.
There's those fast hands of his.
Oh, it explodes!
Nobody fights back like Piper.
And the guy bounced right back up. What a Donnybrook we've got here.
It's not Riddick Bowe, is it?
Oh, he bounced back. Oh, Piper's decked again.
He could get a lucky one in there and knock Piper cold.
Hey, this guy's pretty tough.
Sure is. Oh, hear that one?
The left cross in the jaw.
Whoa, nailed him with the right.
Yeah, to the temple, and down he goes. The guy bringing Piper down. And the boxer brings the wrestler now down to the canvas. Don't see that much. And he's pounding on the back of Piper. Piper trying to get to his feet.
That's what Sugar Ray Leonard should have done.
Right to the jaw, the guy on his knee. He's back up.
Piper's one tough customer, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and so is this guy too. All right, wait a minute, what do we got here?
Piper calls for a stalemate.
What is he doing? Asking to hit him again? Piper is saying, give me your best shot. All right, toe-to-toe again.
Round number 2.
Yeah, that's what it is here, Mike. You're right. Once again, fans, this is basically a public tryout. Piper looking for teammates to be the third team at Uncensored as WCW and the NWO will collide.
And Piper is in trouble.
You're not kidding. This guy just keeps coming at Piper. He's not going to let go. Look at him. Uh-oh.
Well, he decked him at, and he gets back up.
Piper's hit him with some good shots and knocked him down a few times. He keeps getting back up.
Piper calls time. I guess he kind of like this guy or what?
He likes the guy's aggressiveness.
Yeah, gonna shake his hand. Why not? I have no idea who this gentleman is.
He has a never say die attitude, that's for sure.
Piper gave him a thumbs up. He gave this guy a thumbs up, and this guy is apparently going to be on the team. I tell you, you got to give the man credit. He kept bouncing back up. And Piper's looking for a microphone here.
You know what? You got a lot of gonads, kid. I think you're being a little too harsh. Let's try her one more time.
Oh, boy. You know, he loves to fight. I mean, he wants to fight. Oh, they're going to throw the gloves away. It's kind of like a hockey game now. Toss the gloves in on the ice and pound it away.
He just bowled Piper right down to the mat.
We have never seen anything like this in the history of our sport. And you're watching history as Piper looks for his teammates for Uncensored. We have to get this guy's name because Piper likes him.
Piper likes a guy with fight in him, there's no doubt about that.
And I think the fact that the guy was decked by Piper repeatedly and got right back up says a lot about this guy, and he's going to be Piper's teammate. So we've got one. You know, I haven't even heard how many members are supposed to be on a team or heard anything.
Well, I guess they're still back there working on all the details right now. Look at this guy.
They keep getting bigger.
Oh, boy, do they.
Uglier.
We do understand that the executive committee, they're still discussing this new situation, and they're going to have more meetings. They're going to be held tomorrow morning. We'll have more information on exactly how many men will be a part of this team. And
Tony, this guy's barefoot.
Barefoot and tattooed. What a combo.
Well, we've seen wrestlers and boxers out to challenge Piper.
Barefoot and tattooed. Sounds like the winner of the Miss Kentucky contest.
Oh, that's nice.
Now it's time for the martial artist to take a swing.
Sure is.
He's getting him good right in the face.
He's measuring Piper.
Oh!
Piper tries to waist lock to take him down. And that's the best thing he could have done. Stay away from the distance so the guy cannot measure it. And now Piper, how about this?
You realize Piper's just fought 4 guys so far?
Yes,
in the
I
last
do.
couple of minutes?
Yes, I do. And this big guy is over Piper choking him, but he let Piper up, which may be a cardinal mistake here.
Piper won't like that.
He missed that one.
Piper fights back with kicks of his own.
Scoop. This big guy's got Piper up on top.
Piper's in trouble. He's in real trouble. Oh!
Tied him up. Once again, like you said, this martial artist, Mike, making a great showing here. You know what we may have come out of this is some more superstars on the horizon in our sport.
Developed by Roddy Piper on Nitro.
That's right. Oh, little poke to the eyes will end that.
That's the great equalizer.
And a right cross to the chin.
Oh!
Well, the guy absorbed him again. Piper and this guy are going toe-to-toe,
Look at
repeated
that combination.
punches.
Hit him in the ribs. He's out of gas, though, the big guy.
And it's amazing that Piper can still stand.
Well, he's not standing anymore.
The 4th guy.
Only a matter of time. Piper will get on his feet.
Oh, whoa. That'll change your week. Head first goes the big guy again. Piper. Oh boy. Pick up. Over the top. Up on top is Piper.
Where does he go with
He
him?
may try to throw him out here. He's picked another one.
Look at Piper. He's having a rough time.
Piper's got him too.
But he won't quit. Piper will not quit. I know that
He's
man.
calling for someone else to come out from the back.
Maybe a half dozen's not enough for him.
We've got a boxer, we have a kickboxer, and we've got the big man.
And remember, John Tenta, as he heads to the ring, is a former sumo star in Japan.
John Tenta, and the first time we've seen the big 500-pound man in a long time.
And he knows what to do in that ring.
A lot of confidence here from Tenta. And Piper going to go after him? Oh, yes, he is. Piper. Combination blows, and Tenta now. Oh, boy, here's a big sledgehammer. Back of the head. Choke slam. Or at least choked him, picked him up. And now, every member of Piper's team is trying to attack the big guy.
And Piper just stands back. He likes it. He likes what he sees.
Yeah, he sure does.
It's my kind of neighborhood.
We got 3 fighters in there with Piper, and Piper, I think, has got his team. Gave a couple of thumbs up.
Piper likes that fighting spirit that's been the trademark of his career.
Right about that.
Piper's got 3 team members here, guys. Piper's fighters. And the rowdy one's got the mic.
I think the rain in Spain has fallen. This now is the family. This now is the war. Hogan, you want war? No offense.
Oh, no.
No, not at all.
You got war! You know what NWO stands for? No way out!
Hogan and the NWO and even WCW beware, because Piper has his team. As we said, a boxer, a kickboxer, and a former sumo wrestler.
All led by Roddy Piper.
All led by the wildest man this sport has ever seen. A very unique situation that we've witnessed here, and a very unique night.
Piper has declared war, and uncensored just may be the battleground.
And you know Piper, and with the word uncensored, you know what could happen there.
And that is anything, and uncensored means no rules. And that's just the way the Rowdy man likes it. Still to come, Rey Mysterio Jr., and still to come, Luger and the Giant against the Steiner brothers. Here we come back after this. Welcome back to action of WCW Monday Nitro, along with Mike Tenay and the Brain. I am Tony Schiavone. It is two of the fine masked men that you'll find in the world, JL and Rey Mysterio Jr. And we do have standing by in the locker room area with comments the current television champion, Prince Iaukea.
Growing up on the island, I never dreamed of making it to World Championship Wrestling. Now I'm here and I've won the World Television title. There's a lot of controversy. Lord Steven Regal, Ray Jr. Ray, you deserve a shot at this world title, and you're gonna get it at Uncensored. So fine.
So the young man's going to give Rey Mysterio another shot, and he alluded to Lord Steven Regal. Of course, we remember what happened at Super Brawl when he was very angry. He really, for the first time ever, a champion won a belt, didn't want it, Mike.
So true, Tony, and Rey Mysterio cannot look past JL. We've seen some amazing breakthrough performances recently. Much like Prince Iaukea's, JL would love to derail the plans of Rey Mysterio Jr.
And he's capable of doing it. He's knocked off a lot of stars here.
Let's never forget, and I mentioned this not too long ago, that JL upset Dean Malenko in the Cruiserweight tournament. And Malenko, of course, won the belt later. But JL certainly a top athlete. Here's a cover here. 1, 2, got a 2 count.
Well, Rey Mysterio Jr. has amazed and actually convinced so many critics who thought that he wasn't big enough to compete in WCW. He's trying now to take that big step from the Cruiserweight ranks to the heavyweights.
Oh, almost got a 3 count as Mysterio tumbles out of that one.
He's out on his feet, it looks like. He's not sure where he's at. He's wobbly.
Here's a scoop. I thought a scoop slam, and there's a lariat. Nicely done by JL. And Mysterio hits hard. The top attribute for Mysterio is it high-flying maneuvers? Nope. It is his heart determination.
But JL did not go for the pin here. I think he wasted too much time.
I agree with that, Brain.
Jam-packed here at the Omni.
Oh, we're having a great time. Up and down, and missed.
What's using your head?
A dive that time, a headbutt dive, and Mysterio back to his feet. Want to remind our great fans, of course, as you know, Nitro next week, part of spring break at Panama City Beach at Club La Vila. Also, here's a reversal through the ropes. On St. Patrick's Day, we're going to be in Savannah for WCW Monday Nitro with the big celebration.
Look how dangerous this is with those steel steps right there.
Oh boy, and a tumble on the outside. On the 24th Nitro of this month, 24th of March, at the deck in Duluth, Minnesota. And on March 31st, Nitro comes to Roanoke, Virginia, and the Civic Center.
Well, JL with that running somersault off the ring apron looked like he may have taken something out of himself in addition to Ray Jr.
He came a long way, and he took a heck of a tumble on top of that man.
Ray to the midsection, uppercut.
Where is he going to?
Up on top.
Top rope Frankensteiner.
That's what he's going to do.
But he hit his head on the way down, and he makes a cover 1, 2, and JL gets out of it.
Well, he still had the presence of mind to attempt the pinfall.
Mysterio back to the attack once again. Certainly he has the ability to be the television champion, but give that youngster, Prince Iaukea, all the credit in the world. He pulled a major upset a couple of weeks ago on Saturday night that absolutely no one expected. Both men back up now.
You never know what's going to happen here at WCW. Anybody can beat anybody.
That's right. Mysterio backflip. He ducked low, got a shoulder in. And Mysterio up top. Oh, head first.
He's not going no place.
3. Every time you see him execute that move, Mike, today, it's even more spectacular.
Well, that was a 10 on a 10 scale. Springboard Huracan Rana for Rey Mysterio Jr.
Everyone doubted me at the beginning. It cost me the Cruiserweight title. I won it one time. Now I'm going for the television title. They believe in me.
Yep, we sure do. We got to believe in the young man, Rey Mysterio Jr. I'm not so sure anyone at this broadcast table doubted him, Brain.
Get a shot of this. Frankensteiner off the top rope. Lands on that top rope. Look at this move. Over and under. Tucks the legs. Folds them up like an envelope. Send it to P.O. Box. I'm sorry I even got in the ring. Your winner, Rey Mysterio Jr.
The fans love him. Still to come, Luger and the Giant against the Steiners. Let's go to Gene Okerlund.
Well, Tony Schiavone, I've got some great duty here tonight. Excuse me, gentlemen, please.
Wow.
Don't get carried away. Some guy here. I want to introduce to you the #1 contender for the WCW Women's Championship, Medusa. It's great to be back here. Many are saying, what's going on? We don't see a lot of you. Where have you been, my dear?
Where have I been? Good question, right? I have been with WCW for more than a year. I trashed a world-class title in the can to come to WCW and open up women's wrestling. And what do I get? I sit dormant. You know why? Because Eric Bischoff, you're more interested in yourself.
Well, they broomed him tonight, so don't worry about that.
Broomed? He is more interested in himself and the NWO, which, as far as I'm concerned, stands for New Woman's Organization.
Well, if it were up to me, my dear, I would pay a lot of attention to you.
Oh, yeah, that ain't all. As far as I'm concerned, Eric Bischoff, you should have been fired. Fired.
Well,
and you know what? I am the #1 contender, and I will beat Akita Hokuto for the championship. You know, there's a lot of great women wrestlers out there. In fact, here I see Luna Vachon dressed up in her garb, saying she's
Luna?
the #1 contender. I don't think so.
Oh, no.
Luna Vachon is here.
From the famous Vachon wrestling family?
By golly, she is.
Her father's Butcher Vachon. Her uncle is the Mad Dog Vachon.
And she has made a debut here on Nitro. You call her name, and by golly, here she is.
Oh.
Wow, what a family tree.
And what other shocks, what other surprises are we going to have? We got to step out, and the fight continues.
We're going to see. Oh.
Wow. Well, that's the NWO's music. The last time we heard that on this program, out came Eric Bischoff, and thus he has been suspended. And I can only imagine this has to be, well, here they come. The Macho Man, Paul and Nash, Elizabeth Buff.
Elizabeth looks a lot more content lately.
And of course, we saw getting out of the Humvee earlier, the man himself, Hulk Hogan. Is that Bischoff back out there with him?
I can't tell from here.
It sure is.
Yeah. Now, is he suspended from his job or is he suspended from television?
Biggest icon in
You know,
wrestling.
I don't know the answer to that,
We
Bray.
have to get a clarification.
Hey, I've got a question. Where is Sting? I mean, it was pretty obvious to me that Sting hugged Hogan last week. And here he is. There he is. He's in the back. Sting is walking out with the NWO.
Let's make sure which Sting it is.
Biggest icon in wrestling.
On Saturday night on TBS, there was discussion about Sting's status in the New World Order.
He's with him.
While Sting may not have returned Hollywood Hogan's hug last Monday, he surely didn't fight it off.
That's a great point, and I know what you're talking about, what Dusty Rhodes brought up, and I think if there's any evidence that we need that Sting's a part of the NWO, here he is, out with them tonight.
The biggest icon in wrestling.
Well, I tell you, this has to be considered as strong as ever, and we talked about that, you know, maybe they're losing some of their stroke or some of their power.
First of all,
right, go ahead.
Hollywood, we got to clear up a few things.
We don't have to have, you may have to, we don't.
Numero uno, Dr. Schiller. You can't fire me, and you know it. Because we are friends with Ted. You tell him, big man.
You know, not only does Mr. Bischoff have a personal relationship with Ted Turner, now they're in business negotiations with the hottest property in professional wrestling, and we're talking about NWO negotiations. So, Schiller, take a hike, Jack.
And you know, besides that, that's predatory business practices. I've got attorneys. I mean, it's unfair business for him to even try to control us.
We know sometimes people step outside their limitations.
Boy, do they
In
ever.
other words, they have to know their limitations. Harvey Schiller, he's out of his league. You and Ted Turner are buds. That's all that matters. But when you talk about people stepping out of their league, people not knowing their limitations, I mean, come on, brothers. Let's shoot with this one. We watch Rowdy Roddy, Pied Piper, pickled people out here. We watch them suck wind fighting a bunch of wrestling fans. That's his team. Now who are you gonna bet on? Piper's team or my team here?
And Macho Man.
No.
Where's Sting here?
Let me tell you, my friend.
Oh, he's on the left there.
When you talk about Roddy Piper making mistakes, Macho, tell him what we talked about. Lay it out straight. When you talk about icons. First of all, you've got protection.
I know that.
Roddy Piper, you need a psychiatrist real bad.
Look at Sting.
Because when you wear a shirt that says icon, after Hollywood punked and gunked you twice, brother, when you compare career versus career with the Macho Man Randy Savage for icon versus icon, you're way in the back. I feel sorry for you, Roddy Piper, because you got a lot of mental problems. You can't even beat Elizabeth.
Oh boy.
And what about it? And Uncensored, they want some of this? You believe it?
You know, brother, at Uncensored, Roddy Piper's team, you know, brother, I'm just going to turn the NWO loose that night. The WCW is one thing, but when you talk about the madness, the stinger that will sting everybody on Piper's team in the WCW, the outsiders, the coolest bras in the world of professional wrestling, and when you talk about Trillionaire Ted and Six, everybody here knows that once you go NWO, you go NWO for life, brah.
Look at Sting. Hasn't moved.
Sweet.
Let's get the big man on in here.
He's moved enough for me.
Kevin, come on down here. I know you're listening to every word Hollywood has said out here in the Macho Man, the newest number. But as we count down to Uncensored, only on pay-per-view, what is going through your mind?
I can say only two things. The NWO, this squad is just too sweet.
We love you too. We love you too. Hollywood, give him the guns, man. Give him the guns. Give him the dance. Hit the music.
I'm surprised this ring is big enough to hold those massive egos.
Well, he's been suspended. He pats Sting on the shoulder, but he still can smile and lie. Well, that's just Eric Bischoff.
Sting hasn't moved yet.
Our main event is next. Stay with us on Nitro.
He never moved.
As it's time for our main event, don't forget that Spring Stampede, the April pay-per-view event, comes to the Tupelo Coliseum on Sunday, April 6th. Tickets go on sale this Friday at the Tupelo Coliseum box office and all usual outlets, so be sure to join us in Tupelo. And we welcome back to World Championship Wrestling, the Steiners. What an ovation Scott and Rick received, and it's great to have them back. You know, when they had that car wreck, Mike, today, first person I thought about was Scott Steiner and the back injury he had sustained, but he looks in great shape, and from talking to them earlier, they're 100% here.
Well, Tony, I think the Steiners are fortunate that they're in such great physical condition. It allowed them to bounce back so quickly from that auto accident that we saw just a couple of weeks ago.
And that's a good point. Great physical conditioning, two of the greatest against two more of the greatest. You are looking at four of the greatest in World Championship Wrestling right here, and here they come.
But think of this. Will Steiner's back be able to take the torture rack? Will Steiner's back be able to take that giant choke slam from the Giant? Let's see just what kind of shape they're in. We know the kind of shape these two men are in. Just take a look.
Lex Luger and the Giant stripped of the tag team belts by Eric Bischoff. And of course, as we said, all the contracts, all the deals, all the negotiations Eric had made being reviewed by the executive committee. We're going to have more this weekend, I'm sure, as well as next Monday from Club La Vila in Panama City Beach, Florida.
There's so much intrigue in this kind of a matchup. The Steiner brothers, 4 times WCW World's Tag Team Champions. We talked earlier about Luger and the Giant, a duo with incredible momentum, outstanding individual accomplishments, so little experience working as a team. But even after saying that, who will ever forget the Giant and Lex Luger's performance at Super Brawl when they dominated the Outsiders?
There's no doubt about that at all. And there Rick Steiner goes. We're going to see exactly if the car wreck had any effect on these guys or not. That was a horrible thing to witness. And as I said back then, that there's going to be a day for the Steiners when they meet Hall and Nash somewhere down the road. And I'm sure for Scott and Rick, World Tag Team belts not even on their mind. Little temper flaring here.
It won't be pretty. It won't be pretty.
There's a right hand to the top of the head, and here comes Lex right toward you, fans. And Dogface Gremlin ran right into the boot. That knocked him for a loop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This man's done it all here, hasn't he?
He really
has.
has.
Tag team championships, been the world's heavyweight champion. The Giant in his short career, been tag team champions, been the world's champion. This is one great matchup.
You're seeing 4 of the greatest superstars ever in the sport. A pickup. And Rick Steiner used the momentum of the big man that time to help him out.
First time we're going to see Scott in now. Let's see what shape he's in.
Scott comes in. He talked about a man who was powerful. Look at the guns, or the arms, if you will, of Scott. Hooks him up. Belly-to-belly suplex. Whoa.
Don't make him mad, Scott.
No, that
Don't
man
wake a sleeping Giant.
literally licking his chops to get it in that time, wasn't he? Pick up and down.
Double underhook into that Steiner bomb.
And not once has he favored his back yet. He looks like he's okay.
Luger with a great power slam.
There
that
he
was
goes.
great timing for Lex Luger. Here we go. Well, Scott, you wanted it. You got it. And they're standing at the Omni in Atlanta.
Hello, Mr. Giant.
Big foot. And Scott at the back of his head hard that time.
450 pounds crashing down on Steiner.
2 count, and Rick makes the save. Luger and Rick are going at it, and the referee just asserts himself here. Mark Curtis, he wants a match in the ring. Tag made. He's got the attention of the Giant, and Rick Steiner decked him with a double axe handle.
Watch this, watch this. He's going for a ride.
Both Steiners, great teamwork here. They put the Giant down.
Double vertical suplex.
Cover 1, 2, Luger makes a save.
Did you see that ring shake?
What a match we had. You talking about great athletes in World Championship Wrestling. You're watching it here on Nitro. where we bring you live each and every Monday. The only place you can see live wrestling every Monday is TNT.
A four-way face-to-face showdown.
Steiners won't back up from anybody.
Well, that's right. What do we have here?
Uh-oh, see ya.
No. The new, you are such a big chicken.
How many eggs you need?
The New World Order.
There's no question that the ranks of the New World Order have been fortified with the recent acquisitions of Randy Savage and Sting, but this decidedly pro-WCW crowd at the Omni is obviously upset at Sting's allegiance with the NWO.
Oh my goodness. Sting.
What's going on now?
They are really
I can't see from my vantage point here at all. There he is.
Sting's got the bat. Hall and Nash and the Macho Man, they are surrounding these four men. These four men who are part of WCW. Hey, wouldn't this be a great WCW team? Steiners, Luger, and the Giant. They want the NWO in the ring right now.
Bring it on!
And Sting is still out on the floor with his bat.
Piper's bringing his crew out.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
We may have a preview of Uncensored tonight on Nitro.
They are standing everywhere at the Omni. Piper's team, WCW's men, the NWO's men are here.
They got chairs, they got ball bats, they got everything you can possibly imagine. They're here to fight. Piper's got kickboxers, he's got boxers, he's got sumos. You got the Giant, you got Luger, you got the Steiners. You got every imaginable combination you can come up with, and you got the outsiders, Hogan, DiBiase. Just think about this.
Pick your sides because we've got the men. They're here. Hogan, here they come. Hogan's getting in the ring. We've got to go. We're out of time, and they're going to go at it. See you next week on Nitro.
Don't touch that button, Shinani. Now leave it alone.
Well, here they go.